first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Yaya Diaby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Looking to throw. Lowry. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 1. That's caught. Emeka Buka. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw caught on the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Buccaneers. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
11 MT paint. Here we go. What? 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
I'm one, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11, 11, 11. White 80. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is gone. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Got. Right 80. Got.
They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun. Lowry. Open man, it's Palmer. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the set. Head to 60. Head to 60. Let's go. Check.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lowry. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Henderson now from his end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
12. Wide 80. Stop.
Back to throw. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
2-yard.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
11 Mighty. Wide 80.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Will try to do it himself. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number 1, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number 2, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 14. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he slides to avoid the hit. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't got long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. They got the kryptonite.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
That's complete. Romadunze.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Get set. 11. Stop. 11. Thomas. 12. 12. 12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Lowry. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
They go play action here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's complete to Palmer.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 4th down, Lowry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall.
And Albo going to be intercepted yet again. Down the sideline he goes.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.